On this episode we will recap the 1989's Disney movie called Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. If you haven't watched this movie yet, please proceed with caution, spoiler alert. Wayne, a scientist, is busy building a machine in their attic, and a neighbor sleeping is awakened by all the noise he is making. Furious, he shouted at him that it's Saturday and he want to get some good sleep. Nick, his son, went up to show his dad his own creation. The kid is innovative, and like his dad, he loves to create something amazing. But Wayne Szalinski ignores him because he was busy with his machine. He's building something that can alter the size of anything, and actually tested in an apple but failed, making it explode instead. Mr. Szalinski is now having breakfast with his kids. Whoa! Almost perfect, or not? Amy then reminds him about his conference and realizes that he's going to be late. Rushing to work, his wife Diane called and wanted to come this afternoon. He told Nick and Amy to clean the house and mow the lawn. Meanwhile, the neighbors are preparing to go fishing, but Russ Jr. refused to go because he has more interest in weights than fishing. His little brother is good anyway. While swinging a baseball bat, he accidentally hit it and broke the window in Szalinski's attic. Russell Jr. saw it and bring his brother to Szalinski's to retrieve the ball and apologize, but the kid was too arrogant. They told Nick and Amy that they're going to pay the damage with his brother's allowance, just to get the ball. Nick and Russell's brother went to the attic to get the baseball, not knowing that the machine that his dad built was activated accidentally by the baseball. When the two entered the attic, they were hit by the machine and shrinking them. Meanwhile, at the conference, Wayne Szalinski is explaining how his machine works and it's possible to change the size of anything, but the professors did not believe him and ignored his theory, showing no interest on his invention. Amy and Russ wondered why their brothers are taking so long getting the ball, so they followed them in the attic, and also getting hit by the machine, shrinking them as well. Now the four kids realize they'd shrink, and everything in the room is gigantic. Their size is smaller than ants. Quark, the family dog, saw them and barks at them. The sound is so loud that they actually covered their ears. Wayne Szalinski just got home from the conference. Furious and disappointed to his machine, he started crashing it and destroying it, not knowing that his kids is on the floor. They're just too small that he couldn't see them. He started sweeping the floor and the kids are swept as well, throwing them into the garbage outside. Now the kids are in the backyard with their size smaller than an ant. Their house seems very far away. They need to travel across the lawn filled with grass to reach Szalinski's front door. They got out by slicing through the garbage bag and sliding down using a grass leaf. The place is all gigantic. They have to travel across these grasses, which is crawling with bugs and insects. At the same time, their mother came home already wondering where her kids go. There's no sign at them at house. The kids are walking when Russell screamed. They saw Nick's dinosaur toy, which compared with their size is crazy big. Nick is trying to call their dog. He knows that dogs can hear sounds much better than human. They tried to go higher and whistle to get the attention of the dog, and it seems working. The vines are swinging and threw Nick into the flower. Russ tried to help Nick, when suddenly the bees pop out and drag Nick and Russ, flying over the lawn. The bee is flying all over Wayne and tried to hit it with the baseball bat. After that, he realized that Nick doesn't play baseball, and went to the attic when he steps into his sofa and realizes that his kids had shrunk, and the machine should have worked. He also found out that he might have threw them out with the garbage bag. Szalinski is now afraid to step into his lawn as he might step into his kids. He did everything to search for them but to no avail. Exhausted and tired, the poor kids are already hungry. When they saw a huge piece of cake laying in the grass, they'd feast on it, but the ant appeared and started to gather some of the food. Together, they attacked the ants, but it was strong and bigger. The ant just threw them away one by one. Amy is holding some food and the ant is coming after her, so they decided to bait it with food, and hopped at the back of it and let it walk towards their house. The ant is actually harmless and like Ron so much, but they let it go and walk on foot, but the ant is still following them. Meanwhile, Amy and Nick's parents are still searching for them at the lawn, when Russell Sr. saw them hanging from their backyard. He threw his cigarette into the lawn, almost got his kids burned. Then the Szalinski explained to the neighbors' parents that their kids shrunk as well, but hesitating if they believe Szalinski or not. It was night time and the kids were resting in the huge Lego block, when a scorpion attacked them. Ron was trapped and couldn't get out. Russ tried to distract the scorpion and throw a torch that was lit from his father's cigarette earlier. The ant helped them by attacking the scorpion, but it is too small and was cornered, and the scorpion began stinging him. They then scared the scorpion by throwing some spikes on it, but it was too late. The ant was hurt badly, and died later. In the morning, Tommy, Nick's friend, is playing with the remote-controlled lawn mower. The kids are sucked in and flew them away near the front door of the house. They're pretty close already, and even saw their parents looking for them. They tried to scream for help, but they were too small to hear them. The couple went inside the house for breakfast. They're losing hope. Nick and Amy hug each other, when suddenly their dog sensed them and went into the grass sniffing. They grab and hang into the dog's fur, and went inside the house, and dropped Nick into his dad's cereal. Wayne scooped Nick and almost swallow him. Luckily the dog sensed it and bite Szalinski in his leg. That's when Wayne saw Nick, swimming into his spoon filled with milk and cereal. They finally found the kids, then Wayne fixed his machine again and tried it to Russell first to make sure it's working. Gladly it works and they bring the kids back into their normal size. I hope you enjoyed our short recap. If so, please like the video and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching.